They're all phenomenal guys. But yeah, I mean, again, we talk about the pressure relying so much on the point guards. CP's going to have to pick it up offensively if they want a chance of making a run.
Here we go.
The Warriors gaming squad starting off with the ball here. Live from District D out here on our main stage. The CB13 will get the first look at the game. Hard clank up the left side of the rim. Immediately the Bucks look to try to move in transition.
I was forgotten about, but I'll speak on my X Factors. Thank you, Autumn. But my X Factor for the Bucks is CP. And actually my X Factor for the Warriors, I'm going to go Super Seese. And I'm going to strictly go Super Seese because how much he can make CP and Johhny Red think in this PNR, but also him making Dimes think. Like how much he can have mind control over those three on the defensive end to disrupt their offense. I feel like it will heavily impact this series.
Your definition of X Factor still confuses me.
I mean, it's because you just like to, I mean, you have to pick somebody on this team.
Man. They won the tip-off in the turn. They're way on X Factor category now.
But X Factor doesn't always have to be a bad thing.
Not a bad thing.
We do have another 2 games that are also tipped off and seriously going at Pistons and T-Wolves. That one's currently 9-2 in favor of Detroit. And for Cavs Legion GC taking on Heat Check Gaming, that one currently sits at 11-10 with Heat Check Gaming with the early lead.
That goaltend means no takeover from Mama. I'm that man. He trolled me earlier too. Well, I think he trolled me. He said he put he has my jump shot on.
I wouldn't want that.
Hey. It's not last year. I know how the streams went last year. It's not last year. This year, yick.
Retro gets himself on the board there. Harris had mentioned the play that we've been seeing from Retro here so far. We're sticking on the defensive end, but had a great offensive performance. Just a lot of open shots when they were playing Pacers game, and he was knocking them down. CB13 will get an open look there on the right side. That's 2 misses here early for our MVP. Feels so weird saying that with the playoffs still going on. Usually we find all these awards over towards the end, but our Season 7 MVP, CB13, coming out here. We'll see what kind of performance you get after getting an award like that. We'll get it up to Dimes. Now over to CP. Hesitant there on the shot. Things quiet out here on the main stage for now, but can assure you 1 big steal, 1 big play. Everything's going to erupt. 2 seconds here to work with. Johhny Red will go to Dawsix. He's going to shoot a fade going towards the middle. That one's in and out. Dimes gets him the offensive rebound. They'll go to Johhny Red once more and set up shop. Johhny working on Mama on that man. They had some words for each other yesterday as Johhny Red will get the better of him this time.
That's one advantage that the Warriors have had over almost every team this year. And that's been their ability to get defensive rebounds. Nade leading the league in rebounds per game. The Warriors as a team leading the league in rebounds per game. But then you're going up against Dimes on stage. And everything gets a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult. He starts getting those rebounds over 2-3 people. It's just going to be a different battle for the Warriors today.
Mom on that man. He'll miss his shot there too. That was just his first attempt from behind the arc. Retro on the other side. He can't get it to go.
Oh, that's a big 3, dude. That's
I like that attempt.
Like they're calling timeout there if Retro hits that.
Playing with some quick pace now here on both sides. Mama will try to go for the midi flare. Brings it back up to the 3-point line. You need this if you're Mama. And he knocks it down to bring it to within 1 here early.
I don't think we're going to get a lot of trash talk on stage today. Both of these teams know how big of a matchup this is. You know, respect to the T-Wolves and the Pistons. A lot of people out there, I've been talking to this matchup about, are calling this the de facto Western Conference Finals. We've been waiting for these 2 teams to go toe-to-toe all year long, so this is the big one.
Nate tries to meet Dimes down low, able to throw it down there with 2 hands. 2 contrasting styles that we're seeing at the center position. Dimes on the popper. See him be able to stretch the floor, shoot the ball a lot more. Meanwhile, on the other side, Nate going to be a brute force down there on the inside. We saw him actually getting some work in when they were scrimmaging on the little practice court. Jab stepping, stick dunking.
Oh, nice shot.
As a 3 drops there for Warriors Gaming Squad. Speaking of Warriors Gaming Squad, we asked them what makes the playoffs so special.
What makes the playoffs so special is the money involved, if I'm being really honest with you. Every round is a lot of money, and winning the finals is tons of it.
Our Warriors Gaming Squad!
I think the biggest difference between the playoffs and the tournaments is that, like, this is it.
Man, God forbid we don't win it. That's going to be tough. I mean, this is the cherry on top. I've been wanting to sweep through this since I came into the league.
The playoffs, like, once you lose, like, there's no tweeting, like, we'll be back.
I think we know that we need to win it, and I think everyone in the league knows that we're the best team in the league.
Well, Well, there's already arguments saying that this could be the best team of all time that we've seen. The championship is the one thing that will officially cement that and make it happen if they are able to do that. I mean, going forward, winning the tip-off, the turn, how good that they've looked, now doing it back-to-back years.
With that, do you think that holds some type of pressure?
Always.
I think so, because when you're playing like how they're playing, won the tip-off, won the turn, then you won the playoffs. That means the last 3 times we've had tournaments, they've won it. So if they could seal the deal here, that's 4 in a row, which has never been done in 2K League history.
It would be something special. It's been the main storyline that everybody's tracking coming into these playoffs. And they just show no signs of letting up. I mean, in the turn, they were definitely more battle-tested than we saw really in the tip-off. When they have played the Eastern Conference teams, things have gotten a little close there at times. But here in the Western Conference, they have just been walking through everybody. You need a lot of shots like that from CP throughout this series.
So one thing that I do want to mention, and JT mentioned yesterday rightly, and by the way, he checked gaming up big, 25-14 to close out that first quarter. JT mentioned yesterday that regular season stats don't matter anymore, and I agree. And now that we're a day into it, we can start talking about playoff stats. And one big trend that I saw yesterday, all the teams that won, over 50% from 3 as a team. 3 out of the 4 teams that lost, under 50% from 3 as a team. You gotta hit your shots. Shoot more threes is in my bio for a reason, JT. We've officially, as a league, made the switch. So watch out for the teams today from an attempt standpoint. Watch how many threes they get up. Watch how they try to create open looks from outside of the arc. Because especially when we see that Pistons T-Wolves matchup a little bit later, that is going to be a huge, heavy three-point attempt attack.
Under a minute to go here in the first. Is game number 1. Western Conference semifinal spot in the Western Conference Finals on the line. Johhny Red pump fakes this one. They go to CP, trying to go back-to-back as CP gets himself another green.
Yeah, right on cue. Bucks averaged 14 made threes in their 2 games yesterday on 25 attempts. They're going to get them up.
It's like the trend continues. His teams are scoring off these very simplistic that need to be just a release. He comes my way, look, I'm going to just drop back. You got it, I'm going to trust you to guard ball. It just seems like it's playoffs and top of the key defenders are just starting to just kind of be on the wrong page at times.
Pass fake there from Dimez. Able to convert that one into 2 points for Milwaukee. Last shot could go over here. 2 Warriors gaming squad. Pistons GT up by 3 at the end of their first quarter. That's going down on our altcast. Should have checked it out. 2 of the best 5v5 teams squaring off. CB13 with it. 3 seconds remain here in the first, getting bumped around, has to put something up, will dish it out to Nay, tries to go for the jab step, but nothing will come of it. It is Bucks Gaming just with a small 1-point lead here at the end of 1. See if they can try to keep pace here. Second quarter now getting underway, and it's going to be Bucks Gaming starting off with the ball here in this one. As Kenny got work, go 94 feet there with CP. We'll get up to Dimez to try to reset some things. See if CP keeps up this aggression. Really off his first move, has so many attempts, and one of the critiques that we've had on him as they go down to Johhny Red, going to be blocked by Nay out of the corner. Dimez able to corral it. Only 3 seconds to work with. Ball didn't hit rim. Johhny Red scoops it up and in there with the left hand.
Johhny has to go out there. I know the cut looked open, but once they had a confusion on the switch again, if Johhny Red pops a wing, there's an open slip for Dimez.
Get it back up to Im Dat Man. 11 points already for him. CB13 yet to register a point. Does have a couple assists. Trying to go one-on-one here with Dawsix. Not the man that you want to go against. Mama with 4 seconds remaining. They'll go over to Kenny. Got work. Warriors game, so I got to get something up. The Bucks Gaming defense will hold on. Ooh. Retro will be the one to secure the rebound. And Johhny Red and Bucks Gaming will slow this down. They've had a lot of success now moving into the half court. And they will go over to CP. Had the playmaker badge for quite some time. There's Dimez on the pop. And a massive green of 31% to be exact.
That defensive possession for Bucks Gaming. I'm starting to see some things out here for the Bucks. They are here. They are ready for this matchup. They have been waiting for this. They also heard us on the pod, giving them a 10-15% chance to win. So they're ready for today.
Oh, trust me. Dimez told me earlier.
Hey, it's our #1 fan. He loves it.
Mama takes the 3, and he's got it going too.
When I say he's here, he's here. That's 14. That's 14, and he's hit 4 threes. He's here.
We haven't seen a lot of crazy scoring outbursts coming from Im Dat Man, especially this early in a game. It's been a lot more slow and methodical compared to what we're used to seeing from Mama over the course of his 7-year run in the NBA 2K League. CP trying to get an opening, hasn't had a lot of success ever since he got those first couple threes, as Retro's going to be found there on the way up, so we'll see some free throws.
great offense right now. A lot of ball movement. They're starting to confuse the Warriors a little bit, having Dimes at the top of the key, both guards swapping back and forth, creating a couple of cut opportunities as well. They haven't really gotten Dawsix involved in the offense quite yet either. I feel like he's going to be a big guy in the second half.
Well, if you want to add something, a little tail, when you've looked at the losses that Warriors gaming squad has had this year, it has been against a lot of the 5-out teams. T-Wolves, Pistons, or teams running a popper, I should say, not necessarily just straight 5-out. So something that they maybe struggle just a little bit against, but we also talked to Warriors gaming squad earlier about how special the playoffs are. We're able to catch up with Bucks gaming too. We asked them the exact same thing.
What makes the playoffs so special? The intensity.
It's all the teams that put in all the work all year to get to the point. I mean, there's 12 of us here.
During playoffs, man, you could be down 5 points and it really feels like you're trying to claw yourself out of a hole.
Come on. Competing for a lot of money, $900K on the line.
Smallest plays mean the biggest, have the biggest impacts in games.
Me, Dimes, and Johhny getting our second rings.
He'll go with a layup. We're screaming like I just 360 standing in the paint. You know what I mean? Like,
come on, man! Get out of here, man!
Every organization has their own special storyline that they have of why they should win and, you know, the reasons that they're playing. So that's what makes it special.
Yeah, there's something about every time that we get to the playoffs, there's something in the air too. The intensity feels a little bit different, even if the players don't necessarily show it every single second when they're out there on the stage. You can just feel it from the conversation that you had before them. Some players locked in more than we've really seen them throughout the entirety of the year. CB13 still trying to add. Jeez, look at Dimes. Trying to add on to his total, just 2 points in the game here for CB13. 1 of 5 now to start off this one in the first half.
Dimes has been excellent so far. A couple of huge rebounds, 7 points, 4 boards already for him. He's gotten a couple of rebounds against a double team under the rim too. Very impressive. By the way, Heat Check Gaming doubling up Cavs Legion. It's 42-21.
Oh, Kenny got work with another steal. The Warriors game as well capitalized on this. Mama that ain't getting bumped around and somehow gets a standing dunk out of it. And there we go. Now we're getting some energy coming out there from Kenny got work, pointing directly over towards CP. 42-21, as Harris had just mentioned. 17-7 there in quarter number 2. And Pistons GT having themselves a good game 1 against T-Wolves Gaming. 31-23 there in that one as well. As the shot goes up again, that is CP making it rain over here on the main stage.
Doing a great job mitigating the offensive pressure and giving this Bucks offense a release valve against this Warriors really tight, cramped-in defense. CP doing a good job of spreading the floor so far.
So one thing with CB13 where maybe he doesn't have the jump shooting goal, he's going to find a way to try to get to the basket. Just 4 points, uncharacteristic performance from CB13 here in this one. But he's an MVP for a reason. Even if it ends up being a bad game 1. I don't think there's going to be one in game 2. And there's another turnover. This is where it starts to get scary, but the good part is about this. Oh no, there's a clear path foul.
Wow,
he was a rare clear path.
A lot of those this year, yeah. I remember one famously when you celebrated it in a huge way. I think this might be our second of the year.
It is, I think so.
Wow.
Well, we've had a couple, but the one that stuck out to me, I was like, man, I thought I haven't seen one in a while. And then literally like an hour later, one happened.
Yeah, actually, it might be our third.
Well, I know that the first one happened when you weren't on. It was just Dirk and I. It was the first day that you missed for fives. I don't know. I don't remember the second one. I know that one.
26-26. Mama passes out of this shot. Nay goes over to Seese. Dimes jumps and just does enough to get it to an open.
Bucks are doing a great job on the defensive boards right now, not allowing Nay to give the Warriors extra possessions. That's why this game is so close. The Dubs love just getting up extra shots, getting those steals, forcing turnovers, extra possessions. Such a huge way for the Warriors to start flooding teams. Bucks doing a really good job of keeping the game in front of them, keeping it manageable.
The Bucks with 3 turnovers here in just this quarter alone. It's been all the steals there from Kenny got work. As there's a rebound, CB13 takes the shot, the stop and pop from up top. What a way to get your first 3 of the ball game.
I've been telling you all year, Harris, rebounding is strictly a want-to thing. It's not, ooh, my thumbs are better. Like, it's just if you want it enough. That's all it is. If you want it more than the other man wanted, you're going to come down with it.
CP dancing around. Dimez trying to hit these screens. Seese doing a good job of getting around him. Kenny got work now in the play. Only 2 seconds here to work. Dimez gets an opening. Dimez knocks down the 3.
Been huge for him these past couple of games, man. Going all the way back to game 1 of the series yesterday. Dimez shot under 35% from 3 this year as a popper. So far here in the playoffs, he's above 70.
2 of 2 from behind the arc here for Dimez. CB13 working into the mid-range once more. As the Warriors gaming squad, they've gotten back the lead, and it seems like we're just going to keep flipping back and forth from a tie game to a Warriors lead.
It's the exact game I wanted.
I'm telling you right now, the adjustment is going to have to be, you're going to have to tell CB13 to play his cut. It can't be super trying to back up and play it because they're not scared to hit Dimez at all.
Oh, there's Johhny Red with a 3. As soon as we say tie, take the lead, it's going to be Bucks Gaming taking the lead right back.
But the Bucks are sparking.
They're here, man.
Sparking.
This is the matchup they wanted.
CB13 now a double takeover. Mamas has his. Johhny and Dimez as well, combining over there for Milwaukee. As Nay goes straight up there with that one, and end of the first half, 45-26.
It's almost like if you can't score, it can't keep up with the Heat. Yikes.
They mentioned if there's any place the Heat want to be, it's a place that they're most comfortable. We're seeing them do the most damage in the remote stages of 5v5. Dimez with another 3! A massive shot, 3 of 3 now for Dimez. The Warriors got 1 second to make something happen. They cannot. It is Bucks Gaming holding on to a 2-point lead heading into the half.
Things on the other end. Now you're going to see in the second half of this game, right? You just saw Dimez go crazy. 3 made threes, 5 of 5 from the field. Watch how the Warriors adjust. Watch the defense change a little bit. Maybe it's Seese playing a little bit higher. Maybe they're going to, try to play a little bit more on the corners. It's going to be a lot of interesting defense coming in for the Dubs. And right off the bat, 35-35.
That'll get the energy going right off the rip. You mentioned just the 3 turnovers that Bucks Gaming had all came in that quarter. 2 from CP, 1 from Dimez. I think it was Kenny got work and Mama on that man. They were the ones who registered those steals in that quarter. But I mean, despite, you started getting that run, usually when we see Warriors games, so I get that many steals and move in transition, that's when they start to pull away with the games. But still, despite all that, it is Bucks Gaming with a lead. Mama dancing around. Nay popped his offensive takeover. Mama will take the fade. That'll be a 2 if it drops. Tie game back up to 37.
Love the way that the Bucks are playing defense, man. Even on shots like that, they are forcing the Warriors to go through their whole offensive process, forcing them into difficult shots. It's been really good ball so far for Milwaukee.
Doing that homework in the film room. I feel like Warriors have, even though they have a decent half-court offense, I feel like a lot of their sets throughout the year have been remotely the same. So if you can actually do the film work on them in the film room and make them do something different, it can lead to them taking longer to score, taking longer to set up and actually struggling.
Oh, what a play there. Johhny Red goes in and out. Dimez got the ball up top. Easy feed over to his shooting guard for the 3. And we have another update coming in. Pistons GT up big time there over T-Wolves Gaming at the end of the first half, 41-25.
One thing that I mentioned to you guys, I think it was on a break, was I was talking about with Bucks Gaming how, look, this season they definitely struggled in 5v5 in group play, trying to get in and out of it. But when it comes to a game like this, a series like this, where they have a full day to prepare, a full day to game plan for just one team, a huge series like this, there are few teams in the league, if at all, who are better at game planning for individual series like this. Their preparation is second to none, and that starts with GM Patrick Lowe, and it goes down to head coach Lance Sessions, who's a former coach of the year. They do such a good job of getting their guys ready in the film room, in their game plans, and you see it in all of these big-time series. They're always so well prepared, and you're already seeing it here in this one.
Just a 1-point game. Bucks Gaming doing a good job of just staying in front. But here come the Warriors on the defensive end. Dawsix has to put something up there. And it's going to be Nay soaring there from the free throw line to get that board. CB13 trying to up the tempo here for Golden State before they go back to Mom on that man. He's had the hot hand, 20 points, trying to make it 23. Can't get it to go,
wow,
but there's Nay giving him a second chance at it.
He wanted to L2 cancel off that hot back going back middle. A big reason he missed that is that really slow front fade he just got there, just made it an extremely difficult shot.
Here it is with CB. Not a lot of time remaining here on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Passes up there on that one. Mama forced to try to get something up. They go to Kenny, got work to flick up the shot clock violation.
Again, this Bucks defense, man, they are ready. They are locked in. This is very impressive.
This matchup's quieter than I expected too.
This is all business today.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, Season 5, Bucks knocked out the Warriors to win the title. This last year, Warriors knocked out the Bucks to make it to the title. This matchup means business. This is the marquee NBA 2K League matchup that we have anywhere in the league, any conference, any two teams. This is it.
I like it. The silence is still speaking for itself.
The
it's like
tension in
intense.
this room is palpable.
Yeah,
trust me.
I love it.
And we've seen these two teams square off. We have to go all the way back to the tip-off bracket play, and that would have been a spot for the finals there. What? And it was the Warriors who ended up beating the Bucks 2 times in a row and did it comfortably.
Dude, Johhny touched that last.
I thought Nate touched it last. I thought he poked it out.
Nate touched it and then Johhny smacked it out. But it's a 2K thing.
42-39, chance for Bucks game to try to build on this lead. CP thought about the shot there off the pullback, and here comes the movement. It's been given some fits here to Warriors gaming squad. Dimes goes to Johhny Red. C switches to the play, tries to bring it back. Kamama get the contest. He does, but it doesn't even matter. It's Johhny Red lining it up once more, and he's up and talking.
A lot of times in basketball, games will just come down to a couple of different possessions. You know, you play a basketball game, there might be 50 possessions on each side. It comes down to 5 to 6 that really impact games. That was one of them right there. You get the lead, you get the stop, and you get another 3. That's a monster shot from Johhny.
Oh, Johhny is hilarious. He stood up. Yeah. Johhny is just like a little burst of energy when playoffs come.
By the way, I mentioned the three-point shooting in the playoffs and how impactful it is. Bucks Gaming starting this one off 9 of 12 from 3. That is the formula if you want to take down the Warriors. Force them into misses, get some stops, and hit your 3s. CP and Johhny 6 of 6 from behind the arc to open up the series.
Well, you get to see some second half action going down for the rest of the series that are currently going on. It is a 16-point lead there for Pistons GT over T-Wolves Gaming, and 53-37. Cavs Legion GC winning this quarter here so far, but it's going to have to be a lot of second half heroics coming out there from Cleveland. You can head to twitch.tv/team/NBA2K League to keep up with all the games going on our altcasts. As we are back over here to the main stage. A foul comes in from Retro, his second.
One thing that the Bucks are able to do in this series that almost no other team in the league can do is that they can eliminate the star power difference. There are not many teams who can just go down the list of stars that the Warriors have, but the Bucks can do that. They can match you on star power. I don't really think any other team in the West can do so. And once you take that intimidation factor out of it, you're just playing ball at that point, JT. Right now, they're outplaying them.
Like you said, it's just when you have that time to really just mentally prepare for a whole series and just lock in and key in on one team on both ends of the floor, it just looks like they're really making them work on the offensive side, but you're starting to see why I said their X factor was super, because right now they're getting killed behind the 3.
Seese will get it out to Mama, doesn't get the cleanest of catches. That'll force the reset back over here with our Season 7 MVP, CV13. And he pulls up there from the free throw line. And he hasn't really had the three-point hunting down so far. The one thing that we've kind of given CV13 a lot of credit for so far here in this season is his ability to green those pull-up middies and the shot selection when it comes down to it.
It's a Dawsix effect, man. One of the best one-on-one lockdowns in the league. He does such a good job of forcing you into bad decisions. Ooh, that's a tough miss.
It was open, but it was slightly late. It's going to be Super Seese out on the other end. Scoops that one up with the right hand. The easiest bucket that Seese might get here tonight.
That was horribly ugly. It went in. That did not look pretty.
Had that weird turn like it was going to bring him out towards the corner. But hey.
It hit off like the high corner of the backboard.
That's just his first points of the game there as well. As that is going to be the foul to give. Whistle there on Seese. 1:03 to go here in the third. This matchup living up to the expectations. I think everybody had set from it as soon as we saw that bracket get put into place.
Now it's on the guards. Your defense and Johhny has been able to get you guys to this point. Wow, what a shot. You're up by 5. You're about to hit the fourth quarter. Now you have to close. It's going to be on CP and Johhny to finish this one off.
Johhny has that 50-50 confidence right now to a T.
He's got that Leche confidence.
And it's like right there, though. He's on the right side, that top of the key defender, and he went into the screen where he has help. He had no reason to play that aggressive going back towards the middle when his job was to go out the wing.
I don't even think the Warriors are playing that bad of defense here. This is just elite shot making so far for the Bucks. Everybody on the team. And ironically, the third best offensive player might be Dawsix. I don't even know if he has a shot attempt this game. That wasn't a grenade.
Which I feel like is smart because Native's on him.
Yeah.
So giving him no movements restricts how much Native is.
Somehow gets wide open from up top, misses it. Now 0 for 3 there for Dawsix. No shot clock. Warriors can hold for last. I don't think we've seen a lead go above 3 so far, and there's going to be a timeout there from Warriors Gaming Squad.
Locking back into this Bucks-Warriors matchup. Final frame, you don't want the Warriors to come away with the game 1, JT.
As much as I want to say you don't, I feel like this is a must-win for Bucks only because of the momentum they have. I feel like if you win this game, you may be able to do something that no team has done this season. You may be able to mentally fracture Warriors Gaming Squad because not only are they still in a game, they're still in a game that they really made you like go through hell for.
Yeah.
Like really work, really struggle, really think, and actually use your brain cells.
Like both teams are playing great ball. Whoever loses this game is going to feel really hard done.
It's been so tough because even when we've seen Warriors Gaming Squad look down the barrel of defeat, they still somehow always find a way after the game, like no worry in the world. It's like, cool, like we got this. We have another 2 games to work with, and they go out there and do their thing. They've been probably the most composed team that I can remember.
Well, his take is cooked. He has to shoot every nade. His take is cooked. He has to guard CB13 with no take. His take is fried.
CB13 will pull it back. Dawsix doesn't even hit the screen. Someone gets over it, gets it to an open, but look at that.
Right on cue.
CB13.
Right on cue.
He had no offense to start this game. It was all Mama on that man. Now he's almost matching Mama. He's got 17.
Remember how I mentioned a couple of minutes ago about how, you know, every single basketball game has anywhere from 70 to 100 possessions, but in reality there's only about 10 that really matter. That big 3 from CB is one of those possessions that really matter, and the Bucks starting to teeter a little bit, starting to get a little nervy. The Bucks are starting to look for a couple haymakers here.
Nay, jab step, gets the dunk meter, greens it as well. Let's jump into our first listening of the night with Warriors Gaming Squad.
Call that fucking timeout. He's never been here. He's never been here.
Well,
Might take a lot of 2 so far. Still trying to get those 3 up. Still trying to get that 3-point rate up high. But so far, the Warriors have adjusted to that offense with Dimez at the top of the key. Now it's the Bucks' turn to try to adjust and get some open looks.
Dawsix goes down to Dimez. They immediately foul him. We've seen this from CB13, even when he's starting to struggle. They might have a good defensive game plan to stop his first attack, but he has a couple different options that he can continuously show you. We even saw that when the turn finals ended up rolling around in that game number 2. CP with 3 seconds. Mentioned it, had those 3 threes to start off the game, but from that point, it's all been Johhny Red.
It's no...
Damn.
They have nothing. Why does he get...
So good.
I can't scratch my head. They have nothing.
Sometimes you just have to shrug and go, Johhny from 30 feet.
Right, but with no dribble, no nothing.
No.
When they have nothing, inexcusable. Sorry.
Looked like Thompson ball.
Oh, we promised it coming out of that timeout. Let's jump into a listening with Warriors Gaming Squad. Please no timeout.
Reverse second.
Well,
Say. I trust you, bro.
Hell no!
Foul it, foul!
Yeah,
Foul,
the foul. Good shit. Way to call it off. Way to call that off.
He wants to slip right now. I think Johhny.
Watch Ohio.
Play. Yeah.
Ohio.
Hey, walk your middle.
We have your paint. Get out, sis.
I'm Johhny.
I'm good. He's selling. I'm good. He's selling. Watch the paint. We're good. Switch. 4, 3, 2.
Let's go. That's it.
Okay, foul. Get out. I fouled it.
okay, we got no fouls left, y'all.
Fuck, I know.
We got one more.
You did it.
Come on.
No, stay right.
I got a box
Stay,
set.
Kenny. Trust me. I got you. I'm better get one. We got a minute. No threes.
Yes.
Come on, Nate. Come on.
You.
Come on.
You.
Come on. Back.
Come on, retro. Match up. We good. I'm on the cut.
Cuts here. Cut.
Sell it.
Go, man.
That's a sell it too.
I know, Don.
Come on. Let's close the door.
One more second. I can't stand that.
Close the door.
I hit Seese. I thought I hit you good enough. That's me.
Guard to guard. No, guard to guard quick.
Let's hit it right.
CB13 says, let's close the door. Let's see if they can try to close this out under 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. Nay will get it over to CB13. Under 10 seconds here to work with. Lines up a shot from the right side. That's no good. But who else for Warriors Gaming Squad? It's Nade down there for the offensive board.
When we talk about the Warriors as an all-time team, we talk about them as maybe the best of all time. This fourth quarter is why. When they lock down and they put you under this amount of pressure, eventually everybody folds, or at least they have all year long. Do the Bucks have one final punch in them?
Oh, Mama Man from the top of the arc knocks down another three. A crazy performance coming out from Im Dat Man.
A nasty right hook.
I just don't understand the shots I've seen Johhny Red shoot this game, and he doesn't shoot that left wing. He passed out of the probably, that's not even a 50-50. I'm going to call it a damn 80-20.
High, Seese is playing again.
CP gets bumped there by C. Someone's got to get it up. This time it's Retro there in the mid-range. Dives, fighting down low. Doesn't even matter. Every single time Nade flies out of that corner, it seems like he has 20 more inches on everybody in this vertical leap.
The Bucks did such a great job this game of forcing this into a game where really only 4 to 5 possessions really matter. But the Warriors have won almost all of those possessions this game. 1 minute 30 left, 9-point game, maybe a 7-point game. I don't know. I think the Warriors have just played too good of a fourth quarter.
I think the Bucks just may have got swept. I feel like they just gave them almost everything they had, and it just wasn't enough. It was everything they had for 3 quarters.
Still a 7-point game. We'll see if the Bucks gaming defense can do it once more. CB13 dancing around. Going on the inside, goes up there with the layup. It's going to be a miss, but it's a free board there for Nade. Retro has no choice but to go in there for the reach. That's going to be the one foul to give for Milwaukee.
I think Retro's been good this game too, man. He's done what he's needed to do. He's done his job.
Not offensively, but on defense, yeah. Offensively, no, he's been kind of.
It's Im Dat Man. This three might ice it, and that might just do it. Nadal knocks down another three, a 26-point offensive outing for our Season 2 MVP. It's a 10-point lead now here for Golden State, and there's a steal from Super Seese. Clear the runway.
Scoop. I know it's coming.
That's a little anticlimactic.
Hey, we're past the days of the power forwards getting any contact driving ducks. Well, there we go. Getting the talks there from Mama. Calling CP trash. I don't know. People might be able to hear it behind us. I don't have to try to echo exactly what he's saying.
I wish I could.
Please don't. We like you up here. He was going to be the target. We said it during the pregame show. He's the X factor. The Warriors took that to heart. What a big fourth quarter for the Dubs backcourt. Mama, CB, slamming the door shut. 1-0 series lead. Looking for the Western Conference Finals for back-to-back years.
He's calling him a word that rhymes with pass. That's the only way I can put it.
You're a clever girl, you know that?
That's the only way I can put it without getting in trouble.
That's
it is Warriors Gaming Squad. They fought some adversity going out there for those first couple quarters, but from quarter 3 onwards, it was all Warriors Gaming Squad and a big fourth quarter here for them to close it out.
Hey, we got Dr. Seese up here just rhyming. Love to hear it. Warriors taking the dub, trying to take control of this series. It was all Warriors in the fourth quarter, and CB13 mentioned closing the door. How about slamming the door in their face?